JingleJacqui, Jingle Jacqui. Yo, what's up, everybody? Happy Thursday. Welcome to Jingle Jacqui Live. I understand that this was a bit wonky. I gave a heads up to everybody on Facebook and Instagram that it is very possible I would have to move the time back. And that is in light of my beautiful 8-year-old daughter who did not graduate, but she is finishing her second grade tomorrow. Her second grade. Here I am. My words, they're always just fantastic. But my daughter Jael, she had an award ceremony tonight. She killed the game. The theme of the ceremony was awesome. It was Sister Act. Does anybody... I know that most people will be doing this on replay since I normally go live at 8 p.m. and I promote it all week long. So... on replay mode, if you guys have seen Sister Act before or Sister Act 2, leave a comment with your favorite song and I'll let you know if they sang it at the ceremony tonight. But either way, it was wonderful. So proud of my daughter. I'm proud of her because of who she is. The list of things that she was awarded for is a very separate thing than her character, although she was acknowledged for her character, which makes me so proud. But I'm just going to look over here and see if anybody is watching just yet. So we have 3 people watching. That's awesome. So if you just comment in there your name, I'd love to give you a personal shout out. I'm sure my husband is one of them because he's awesome like that, even though he's doing dishes at the same time, guys, because we just got home. So I'm just going to give a shout out unsolicited to my husband, Jeremiah, who right now is doing the dishes in my stead, which he will do also to help me out here and there. So I appreciate that very much. You're awesome, you're awesome, you're awesome. Ah, Pete Ritzert! Yes! My God, yes, that was one of them. That was actually, was that Jael's song? I think that was her song. Oh, my mom's on! Hey! Long time no see, Mom. I just saw my mom 20 minutes ago. And Mom, we did the grand rush. We shoved the kids in bed. And I immediately started setting up my lights over here. And by lights, I mean I have one. And I have one light and it's facing my window. That way it ricochets onto me and doesn't blind. Don't worry, your mom is here. Thank you, Mom. I appreciate that. I don't know if you were here from the start, Mom. Pete commented his favorite song from Sister Act was My God. Mom, was it the first graders or the second graders who sang that song? I bet you Jael's gonna yell it out from her room because she probably hears me right now. But I think that's the one that Jael's class did. And they did a really good job. Me, my mom, and LOL, throw them in the bunks. That's exactly what I did. My mom and I and Jeremy, my brother, we all joked about wanting to hear Ball of Confusion. Pete, do you remember that song? Because that was like the most memorable song in the whole movie, minus Joyful, joyful, Lord, we adore thee, and in my life I put none before thee. All right, so if anybody else is watching, comment with your name. I want to say hi. Mom, props to you for coming home and immediately hopping on here. Pete, props to you for following and knowing that I changed the time. So thanks, guys, so much. I appreciate that. Tell everyone to comment with names so I can give a shout out. I already did that. Here's what is coming tonight. My cover of That's the Power by Hillsong will be coming shortly. I also wanted to know, had you guys heard of that song before? Because I had never heard of it. I have a story as to how I heard of it and why I covered it. But have you heard of it? Because I honestly had never. Yes, now you have to teach your girls to do that one. Yes, I was thinking the same exact thing. I have to show them Ball of Confusion on the way to school tomorrow. School. The girls have a 2-hour field day session tomorrow. So yeah, they need to hear Ball of Confusion. But yeah, have you guys heard of That's the Power by Hillsong? Because I personally had never heard it. Hubby is here. Hubby in the house. Woo woo. Thanks, guys. You guys are awesome. It's been a night. People move. Yes. Yes, Pete. Yes. Props to you. I always loved you so very much. But now knowing that you know Ball of Confusion, my little brother, Ben, he's 7 years younger than me. When I used to go out with him and, we'd go for coffee or something like that, you can ask him. We know every single word to that song because we would blast that as I was driving and just scream it out, sing it at the top of our lungs because it was just, he thought that was the funniest song as a little boy. And I'm sure he can appreciate it now. But I'm going to read Pete Ritzert's comment in song form. People moving out, people moving in. Why? Because of the color of their skin. Run, 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 but you sure can't hide. And then you have the high-pitched nun. An eye for an eye, a tooth for a tooth. Vote for me and I'll set you free. Rap on, sisters, rap on. Oh my gosh. The song is called Ball of Confusion, and it is extremely confusing. Oh, yay, Anna! Thank you for joining, even though we're later than usual. We're at our 9 o'clock time. You guys are awesome. And Desi, my lady. Desi, you're awesome. Thanks for staying up late and watching this. What is your bedtime? Am I keeping you up late? I'm sorry if I am, but I love you and I appreciate you so much. All right, so That's the Power by Hillsong is coming up. Also, this week, I'm doing my behind the scenes look different, and I think I'm going to keep that going because Jacqui's Closet just takes up more editing time that I can just do live here on my live show anyway. So I think I'm just going to be doing it here, covering the Jacqui's Closet segment with my mouth live in person, so just mind all of my mouth typos. It's going to happen, and I can't edit it, and you're just going to get fresh off the cuff Jacqui's Closet. It's only 7:05. Oh! I didn't realize the time. Duh, that makes sense. Great Gookamooga. Can't you hear me talking to you? It's a ball of confusion. Oh yeah, that's what the world is today. Hey, hey. Oh my gosh, that song. Okay, so, and after I debut my cover of That's the Power by Hillsong, I'll be coming back live, and like I told you, I'll be doing some behind the scenes stuff live. So it will not be an edited Jacqui's Closet. I will be here and have clips of things that are embarrassing or trouble kerfloofs. I will do them live and you will see my live reaction to myself because, narcissist much, I guess. I'm kidding. I'm not a narcissist. Maybe self-centered. Who knows? You can just see all of the mistakes and how wonderful it is, and we can relate as artists together because we've all been there. We've all done that. Pete, you're a worship leader. Anna, you're a worship leader. Mom, you're not a worship leader, but you birthed one. And I'm sure you've had your kerfloofs in public as well. So some of these things you'll be able to relate to. My husband is a pastor. He's had his moments. We've all been there. Okay, so and then after that, I will be announcing a new video series that I want to start doing in place of Jacqui's Closet, which I'm so excited about. So that will be coming later in the Jingle Jacqui Live Show. Do you know which Hillsong album this song is from? I actually don't know, Pete. I think it's from last year, though. I'm going to look this up really quick. Let's go here. That's the Power Hillsong. I know that it's sung by Benjamin William Hastings. That's the Power. Released in 2021. Album is These Same Skies. That's the answer to that question. I actually never thought of looking up the album because I had just never heard it. And I'll get to that in just a minute. First, I want to thank my patrons. Patrons, you keep me going, and I think legitimately everybody watching right now is a patron. So you guys, this is like our own personal patron hangout. Thank you so much, everybody, for what you do in supporting me and my family. I'm really honored that I get to lead worship from home. So thank you for making it possible while taking care of my kids and my children. And for those who are replaying, visit my website right here, JingleJacqui.com, for as low as $1 a month. You can sign up as a patron. I appreciate and celebrate every single person who's on there. So right now, every week, I always give a shout out to my patrons because you guys are funding my channel. You guys are funding my ability to produce videos once a week. And it's a lot of work, and I love you guys and appreciate it so much. Okay, so my patrons that I'm thanking, we have Lisa Y, Anna F, Fran, I don't have the first letter of your last name, I gotta get it on here, Rebecca M, Jess P, Peter R, Peggy and Paul B, Elizabeth A, Paige F, Diane Z, Ral and Kim A, and Jean Marie V. I love you guys so much. Thank you for standing behind me. Ben Hastings has written with Brooke. Yes, he has. She always talks very highly of him, not Og him, because Oggy Boggy. Yes, he's incredible. Pete, you would actually love. Dang it, it's Jeremiah. If you can hear this over in the kitchen, because I know you have this on. What is the name? The Father's Hymn? Is that what it's called? Pete, Benjamin William Hastings songs, he has his own music too, although he collaborates with Hillsong and he sings on other people's albums. But his individual songs, the lyrics are incredible. Oh my gosh. So it's separate from Hillsong. It's his own individual stuff. A great individual artist. So going back to the patron thing, I'll be so quick. It's just house cleaning stuff. If you go to my website, you become a patron there on my Patreon account. You can follow the redirects. But some of the benefits of joining, and I know you guys already know this, but this is for the replay later on. I'll do this so fast. There's exclusive merch. There's voting rights on songs. There's song request priority to all of my patrons, and early access to my music video covers. They go out normally on Wednesday, although I totally dropped the ball on that this week. So sorry, guys. I had it ready to go. I had it, I exported it and meant to post it yesterday afternoon and completely forgot to actually post it on Patreon. So sorry. So I did post it earlier this morning, and I apologize for dropping the ball there. My brain's been going crazy. Father's Blessing. That's it. Father's Blessing by Benjamin William Hastings. Pete, and everyone listening to this. Oh my gosh, Anna, everyone. Desi, when you are a mother, if and when. Oh my gosh, it's just so good. Wow, I've never heard Hastings solo. I'll look around. Thanks for the tip. Yes, yes, yes. You definitely, I think you're going to appreciate it. I know you love pensive, reflective songs. All right, I think, joke of the week, guys. I've got a good one. I just found it on the way here, and Jeremiah already heard it, so Jeremiah, husband, bear with me, because now you're going to have to hear me say it all the time, everywhere we go, because I'm really proud of it. It's so good. All right, guys, you're all going to love this. I know it. I know without a doubt. And you're going to end up wanting to say it to somebody, too. All right, so how do you find Will Smith in the snow? I'll let that sit for a minute. How do you find Will Smith in the snow? Da, 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 da. I don't know why I started that low. Da, 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 da. All right, you guys, how do you find Will Smith in the snow? You follow the Fresh Prince. I absolutely love that. You will never not hear me say that now. Fresh? Fresh? Why do we need to find Will Smith in the snow? Mom, it's a joke. Because everyone needs to find Will Smith in the snow, duh. Fresh P. Oh, there he goes. Yeah! Pete's onto something. All right, Pete, did you actually guess that before I said it? Anna's reaction. Pete almost had it. Pete, did you only say fresh? Did you actually guess it before I gave it? Remember, there's a 30 to 40 second lag before me telling it and you guys actually hearing it. So I don't know when you wrote that because I have to mute the video on my other tab so I don't get confused. I'm extremely impressed if you just got that on your own. But I'm also not surprised because I know you. I had it, Diane. I didn't want to spoil. I'm just kidding. I'm being a jerk. Pete, good job. Very good job. You know, I'm going to have a good one for you next week, and I'm curious if you're going to have it or not. Yes, he did. Pete, I applaud you. Very well done. That's awesome. I'm super impressed, like I said. All right, and then one last thing. One last thing. What's in your cup, guys? Do you have something? And it could be a plate. Maybe your cup looks like a flat, round circle and it has food on it. What's in your cup? Tonight, I started making tea 2 minutes before I had to go live, so I ended up putting lukewarm water in my Earl Grey, and I mixed some honey with sugar and milk in my Earl Grey, and I'm hoping that the last 8 to 10 minutes of it steeping will do with the lukewarm temperature that I used. But if you guys have anything, I'm always curious. Tulsi tea. All right, so is that like a green tea, a black tea, a white tea? Pancake batter? Good for you, Mom. You know, you and Solomon just chilling after a long day, drinking some pancake batter. Pete, thank you very much. You've been a wonderful audience. Good. I'm glad. See, this is what this community is all about. Just chilling with our pancake batter and Tulsi tea and jokes and wit and joining together through music. It's fun. You guys, I love you so much. I love this. All right, and then shout out to additional guests, which I don't think anybody new has joined since, so I don't have to do that. But if you are replaying, thank you again for watching. Go ahead and comment with your name. I'd love to thank you for joining tonight. All right, so I think now is the time. If you have any questions or comments, put it in during the video. And remember, I will be right back live after the music video is done. So give me just a second to turn the things off in the right order so I don't mess up the sound, which I'm on a 2 for 2 the last 2 weeks. Alrighty, so excuse me just a second while I get this out, and I'm going to have my music video up in just a moment. Thanks, guys.
There's a name that levels mountains, carves out highways through the sea. I've seen its power unravel battles right in front of me. Yeah. There's a faith that stands defying, sends Goliath to his knees. I've seen his praise unravel the shackles right off my feet. That's the power of your name. Just a mention makes a way. Giants falling, strongholds breaking, there is healing. That's the power that I claim. It's the same that rolled the grave. There's no power like the mighty name of Jesus. There's a hope that calls out courage in the furnace unafraid. The kind of daring expectation that every prayer I make is on an empty grave. That's the power of your name. Just a mention makes a way. Giants falling, strongholds breaking, there is healing. That's the power that I claim. It's the same that rolled the grave. There's no power like the mighty name of Jesus. There's no power like the mighty name of Jesus. 'Cause I see you taking ground, I see you press ahead. Your power is dangerous to the enemy's camp. Oh, you still do miracles. You will do what you said, for you're the same God now as you've always been. Your spirit breaking out, your kingdom moving in. Your victory claims the ground that the enemy had. You still do miracles. You will do what you said, for you're the same God now as you've always been. That's the power of your name. Just and there is healing. That's the power that I claim. It's the same that rolled the grave. There's no power like the mighty name of Jesus. There's no power like the mighty name of Jesus. There's no power like the mighty name of Jesus. I see you taking ground. I see you press ahead. Your power is dangerous to the enemy's camp. You still do miracles. You will do what you said. For you're the same God now as you've always been.
Oh, I love that song, guys. Thy mother is full of bounty. Guys, I had 2 cameras. I think we got it.
Subscribe to me. Won't you subscribe to me? Won't you help feed my family? My kids need to eat. Won't you subscribe to me?
All right, guys, thank you so much for watching that with me live for this early debut here on YouTube. I'm just gonna catch up on the I don't know what happened here. I got stumbled, okay, because at the end of that video I say to watch Jacqui's Closet 15, and I'm actually not doing that, so that is a complete lie. I actually have to take down the video and put it up again without that, so I'm not lying to all of you, because now my mouth is going to be Jacqui's Closet moving forward, because remember, I'm going to introduce a new video series, and I'm going to tell you about that in just a minute, so stay tuned to hear the announcement on what I'm going to be doing. But right now, I'm just going to address your comments. My mom's, in reference to my mom drinking pancake batter, she said, I've been meaning to make them all day, so yes, I'm making pancakes. Okay, so you know, at least it's better than drinking batter with your dog. My mom's dog, his name is Solomon. He is 170 pounds, and he's a Great Dane. So I don't think that's really crazy to think that you could be sharing some pancake batter with Solomon. I feel like he'd go for it. So there is that. All that aside, Anna wrote a chorus of Jacqui angels. Thank you, Anna. It's definitely a chorus of me. It's self-chorus. I don't know how many people have a self-chorus out there. I am a self-proclaimed self-chorusist. Pete Ritzert wrote, beautiful worship song. The harmonies and the background choir are glorious. My favorite songs from Hillsong are the ones like this that declare the power, goodness, glory, and awesomeness of God. Pete, I completely agree with you. It's like, how can you not give it your all singing songs like that that talk about his power? It's such a reality check to be like singing that, and it resonates with something, with like the Holy Spirit inside of us. You're like, yes, 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 yes. As the song goes on, it just keeps amping up. And my mom wrote, this is gorgeous. So, okay, so the cool story behind how I came across this song, because I had never heard it. Hillsong songs, you typically like, when they're really good, you know very quickly, because it's a fad and all the churches catch on, like they set on fire and all do it. So I was really surprised that this was a Hillsong song when we found that out. My husband looked it up. I heard it for the first time, I think 3 or 4 weeks ago at the church we've been going to. It's Calvary Chapel in Vieira. And they had a word and worship night, and I think it was then that we heard it. Jeremiah, you can correct me if I'm wrong, but I'm pretty sure it was a Wednesday night. And man, we heard it and we both looked at each other and we're like, I like that song. And only having heard it once, it was something we kept finding ourselves singing throughout the week at home. And it could be the circumstances we're in. It could be our family situation. We have some legal things going on that, like, I have no idea what I'm doing when it comes to that. And I'm constantly praying for wisdom. And I don't know, guys. I'm me. I just love everyone. And I love everyone in the face. And I love the people who hurt me. And I just want to hug them. And sometimes I want to punch them. But, you know, for the most part, I just... I'm just not very well educated in things that are not in that path. So I've had to learn a thing or two, and I really need God to intervene. So just hearing songs like this one definitely stuck with us and was like, we just found ourselves like humming it or singing it throughout the week. And then we finally looked it up and realized it was a Hillsong song. So That was awesome. And Benjamin William Hastings, I think it was a Wednesday night. Okay, I thought it was a word and worship night where they did like worship with the Bible in between all of that and went through all of creation, which is very possible. But yeah, I think it was a Wednesday night too. But man, there's not many songs that we've heard in church and actually like never heard before and we're singing throughout the week. So thank you so much, Calvary Chapel. I have never heard it since. They've only done it that one time. And it only came out last year, I think, or was it 2021? I forget what I said, Pete, when you asked me to look it up. I'm actually going to come pull that up again. 2021. So it's been out for 2 years, and I've never heard it again. But I'm really glad that they decided to play it because now I get to cover it. So yay. Thank you for all your feedback, everybody. And a lot of us are worshipers who are on this channel right now watching this live show. So I'm glad that it struck something with all of you as well. So that was, so now I'm going to do with my mouth the live behind the scenes. All right, so this is a little different. Also, I'm finding that I'm not sure if it's because this is raw footage that I'm posting up here. It's not an edited video, so I think I have to compress it for next week, so bear with me. But this is what I go through every time I am setting up for, nope, gotta go this way, because I think the video is going to show up right here. When I am setting up lights, it takes me about 10 to 15 minutes to get the right angles and to make sure I can like move and it's not going to be out of focus, and I could always fix the panning and the centering later. But okay, so I'll just get this up here. Testing, I will probably have to turn off my mic, but this is what I go through. I have to take several short clips to make sure I've got what I'm looking for. Here we go. You will do miracles, you will do what you said. I have to dance. I have to make sure I have room for dance moves. I mean, duh. Who in their right mind wouldn't want space for that, you know? But yeah, all of my test videos are typically me singing a little bit and me dancing a little bit just to make sure if I'm doing the different poses of carry the TV or the washing the windows, you know, I have to have all the room for all of that stuff. Okay, so also, as you can imagine, I'm recording for this worship video and I love praising God. And then sometimes, as all of us worship leaders know who are watching this and can relate, dance check is very important, Anna. As you all can relate, there are technical issues that happen, and when you're really anticipating it working, it is very frustrating. So, you know, I have my moments that are caught on camera when things do not go the right way. I might have to be in and out on my mic explaining what's happening here. So this is setting up. I'm really proud of how my hair looks.
Great, we're going to test this out and see how it goes. I feel positive about it. We're going to do a vocal. So, let's get it.
I always say what part I'm recording so I can edit it easily later. That's why I said I'm doing the main vocal.
Why are you restarting? No! Curses!
Well, at least my language is good, guys. I just yelled out curses. I did not actually say any explicits. I just figured if I say curses, it covers the whole thing. You know what I'm saying? I'm a big fan of G-rated anger. Okay, so there's that one. Oh, this is a good one. Oh my gosh, guys, this one hurts. I'm gonna have to mute my mic for this one. Also, like I said, excuse the lag. I'll make sure next week that this doesn't happen. How many people have been through what you are about to watch? It's feeding back through your speakers, hon. Oh yeah, I know, sweetie. That's when I have I'm going in and out with my mic on to explain, then turn it off. But I'll try to make sure it's off when it's speaking on the video. Thank you, sweetie. Okay. Yelling at your gear is a very important aspect of home production. see, you guys understand. I know you get it. Curses, lol. And now you're muted? Really? Okay. I'm not sure why. But okay, I'm gonna go. Oh, I muted you. Oh my gosh. Okay, as long as it's not me. All right, guys. Now, this is something I never wish upon any musician. I have been through this live before, what I'm about to show you, and it is the worst thing that everyone fears. And if you haven't feared it, you will now start to fear it after seeing this.
That's the power that I claim. It's the same that rolled the grave.
Oh my gosh! How annoying is that? Yep. All right, guys. You guys ever been through that before? Pete, you play guitar. Anna, I'm not sure if you sing and play something in addition to that. I have led worship live, and that has happened before where my guitar completely fell. And that was just awful. Yeah, so if you can relate to that, I'm so sorry. Also, I'm glad, again, and let me reinstate that Jeremiah's mic was muted and not mine. All right, and then this one's just like a little 2-second clip. I get these interruptions all the time, and I kind of am okay with it. Got the chunk trying to get in the way. Got a little chunk. That's my dog, Missy. Very annoying and embarrassing too. Happened many, many times over the decades. Pete, I'm so sorry you can relate. It hasn't happened yet to me while recording for these videos, so at least you get to see my instant reaction. Normally I want to, chuck something out the window when something like that happens. But then my dog, Missy, my Missy baby, we call her our chunk, because she's our... She's the dog that, like, you don't really notice, but she's so good. Missy, you're a good girl. And she hates when I pick her up, which is why she's freaking out right now. And she is the smallest compressed chunk you'll ever hold. It's like picking up a cannonball. But yeah, sometimes the dogs, they'll be laying on a bed in my office, and Missy's normally pretty chill, but every now and again she wants to enter. See, there she goes back there. Every now and again she wants some attention, so I have to restart. Oh, and this is, oh guys, you're gonna be able to relate to this one. This is a good one. Let me mute my mic so it doesn't feed back in. What is the verse? Oh shoot.
There's a name that levels mountains.
That's not how it is from the seas. Alright, let's try this again.
There's a
I forgot the words completely to verse 1. That's how I started recording my main my main part was on that note with what on earth are the words. Also, that lag is just awful. So for next week, I will make sure that doesn't happen. Like I said, I'll compress it or something. But how many of you have been through this, where you just blank out while doing whatever you're doing on the platform, whether it's leading worship or public speaking, which I know you've done many a time, Mom. I know my husband has pastored. When you just go black and you see and hear nothing, you're like, oh, what's next? And then you sing and you're like, because I was... I've done that so many times. Oh, it's terrible. Okay, so let's see. Anna wrote, oh, I just sing and wobble on stage. LOL. I'm not as coordinated as my fellow worship peeps. My mom wrote, oh, she looks like she's loving the love, though. Yes, Missy does love the love. She also kind of hates it at the same time. Pete, same here, Anna. I hide behind a stack of keyboards when possible. My mom wrote, Missy is done with you now. Yeah, I think she's now laying right in front of the door like, let me out, because you picked me up. You embarrassed me in front of all your friends, and now get me out. Pete, yes, she is Diane, waiting for someone to open the door. Yes, exactly. All right, so that's some of the kerfloops that I had going on, and I'm excited to actually live share more with you and do that in a more organized and technically sound structure moving forward. That was kind of a last-minute pivot, and with that comes my announcement of the new video series that I want to start doing on my channel. I'm not sure how often I'll do it. I know Jackie's Closet was once a week. It's not really getting too many views, and I do it live on here anyway, so there was no point to post that as a separate video throughout the week and take up more space and time. So what I will be doing, and I'm not sure when, I'm going to start a series where I give worship leader tips and or slash and. Emphasis on and, because I'm not sure if I'm going to do both or one. I'm not quite sure. It's going to be worship leader tips that I've learned throughout the years, as well as teaching people to harmonize to common worship songs. So it'll be a video kind of just dead on like this, and I'll go through all the parts in every single key. So one song may be a 30-minute video where I start in A and give all three parts: melody, alto, soprano, and tenor and bass. You know, I guess I can do all that and go through all of the parts that you can harmonize. That way, in every key for this song, you can find a place to sing. Then I'll do it in B, C, D, E, F, G. So I'm very excited about that new video series. It's going to take a lot of work, and I'm really excited to share what God has gifted me with, and to help all of you worship leaders be equipped to lead worship properly in every single key. And if it's not every key, I'll do like every other. So we could do like A, C, E, you know, and and then you can just transpose it because it would be a similar part. So, oh, I'm seeing good feedback about this. Yay! That makes me happy. Always a good time for spontaneous prayer. Yes, Jeremiah, that is. Pete wrote, because I know our songs in multiple keys, my big goof was starting a song in the wrong key. My clue is the rest of the band not playing, just staring at me. I have done that before too. It sounds like a train has crashed. My mom wrote, great idea. And Anna wrote, so cool. I'm excited. Good, good, good. I think that that's going to be something that helps people just everywhere. People can relate to all of that. A lot of people can't harmonize or don't know how, but once they learn the part, they can do it on their own. They just have to hear it first. So I'm really excited about that series. And when that starts, I think I can have it started up in 2 or 3 weeks, I believe, maybe even next week, but I'm going to wait because I'm going on vacation next week. I'll still have my live show, but I don't think I'm going to do anything new until we all come back. So good thinking, Jacqui. Thank you, Pete. So yeah, also one thing I want to do in the future, it is not anywhere near time for me to do that, but I do want to start doing a podcast, and not necessarily a worship leader problem podcast, which I think that podcast is great, by the way, but I want to start speaking with fellow musicians, whether they're Christian musicians writing their own music about faith but not worship leaders, or worship leaders, and hearing best practices, advice, and just their testimony. It would be something that we can all learn from. So that's far in the future. Video series, though, on harmonies and equipping worship leaders, cannot wait to do. That will come soon. So you have another patron. Desi decides she wants to... No, you're kidding me. Desi, you don't have to do that. Oh my goodness. I would love a podcast. Oh, yeah, I will be doing that. And Anna, I would love to collaborate with you if that's something you'd be willing to do in the future. Desi is the best. Desi, thank you so much. That's very sweet of you. Oh my goodness, my heart is so touched right now. Oh my gosh. Please give her a big hug for me, Anna. I appreciate that so much. And if for some reason you don't want, you change your mind, that is okay. I wouldn't ask you to do something like that. She was adamant. Oh my gosh. Thank you so much. You're such a sweetheart, Desi. Thank you. Let's collab. Yes, let's. Pete, you're on here. I'd love to do that with you as well. So just know in the future, I would really like to do that. And I can even start doing it now, and then we can put it out later. But you guys, you're such a blessing. Desi, thank you so much. That means so much to me. You're so sweet. Guys, on that note, I'm going to log out. I'm trying to keep this at 30 minutes and under. I failed to do that tonight, so I'm really going to try to do that moving forward. I updated our amount. Thank you so much. You guys, thank you. Fortner family, you're the best. Desi, thank you, sweetheart. Thank you, Anna. I love you all so much. Thank you again to all of you. Thank you. You're all patrons. I love you all very much. And I hope you have a great week, you guys. Have a beautiful, beautiful week. Have a great night. And I'll be posting all over the place throughout the week to give you updates. Next week's song, I forgot almost about that too, is What If I Stumble by DC Talk. And I am loving how it's coming out. It's coming out really good. If Jesus was here talking, he would tell a new parable to go with the widow's mite called The Kid's Dollar. Oh, I think I'm going to have to share about that in my stories and call it that, The Kid's Dollar. Oh my goodness. All right, guys, have a beautiful night. I love you all so much. Thank you. Desi, thank you again. You really touched my heart. Thank you, guys. Love you. I already said that 10 billion times.